Okay, so today's main focus of our lesson now. Today's main focus of our lesson, I just want to give you some of the tips, or I can say, how can you start mathematics? I'm realizing that a lot of people sometimes they make a lot of mistake, and the reason why they are not able to even understand kuti zvinombofamba sei and zvakamira sei, havana kumbowana opportunity yekutaurirwa some of the things that I'm going to tell you today. So these things are very important and they are golden principles that you have to always remember when you are studying mathematics, because otherwise some of these things unenge uine zvamanzwiro awakamboita from somewhere, and then the end result unenge wakutongofila kuti izvi zvinhu zvine vamwe vanhu vanofanira kunge vachizviita kwete inini, wakutozvibvisa within the bracket yevanhu vanofanira kunge vachiita, of which it's ma-compulsory subjects. That's why are ma-compulsory subjects for you to be able to know. So mamwe ma-secrets anongowanikwa chete kuvanhu vanenge vakaita same at the same time vanhu vanenge vachida kudzidza. So ndichangomaita like in a summary form, but as we go ndichangoramba ndichingo-emphasize so that at least zvipinde, because some of you need repetition kuti zvinhu zvacho zvinyatsopinda, but it's just a summary. Ndichange ndingopinda in detail here and there, tichipinda tichitry kudzidzisana kuona kuti tingazvifambisa sei. So you find kuti the first thing that you have to understand is hakuna scientifically it was proven kuti there is no person anogona kunzi uyu ndiye anofanira kunge ane njere dzakarodza dzinonzi items. No, there is no such a thing. It was proven by scientific kuti anyone can do that, but the problem is when you program yourself kuti maths handisi dzangu kana kuti handitsigoni, then the moment your mind is programmed kuti hauzvikwanisi, then the end result unenge wakungoita zvinhu zvekutya chete, zvinhu zvokungofunga kuti pamwe zvine vamwe vanhu vanozvigona vakatosikirwa izvozvo, of which that is a false statement inofamba muvanhu vachitodzidziswa kuti ayo kune vanogona izvi zvazvigoneke. So you find kuti that is one of the key and important things that you have to know, kuti anyone can learn maths and is able to pass as long akangokwanisa kudzidziswa zvakanaka, akaudzwa some of the information imwe yatichakuudza inasi. You find kuti you can easily be able to make it in mathematics. Zvigotoshamisa vanhu vakawanda kuti cool, where is this person getting all these things? Saka it's a golden opportunity to get someone who can advise you on this. Saka ndo main focus yelesson yanhasi, kuti tinyatsomboudzana kuti aiwa akomana, these things it's not about zvinotaurwa nevanhu zvimwe zvacho, it's about zvimwe zvinhu zviri very basic, but they are very important for you to know. I heard a lot of people vanenge vachiudzwa kunzi when you are doing mathematics, practice. Yeah, it's a normal, it's a common language inongotaurwawo nevanhu vachingoti practice, but you may find kuti how do you practice and how do you make it so that practice yako ive effective for you to be able to pass your exams. You see, and for you to be able to understand zvauri kunzi practice, because ukangoti practice without giving me the procedures of practicing, then it become a problem again. Saka today let me try to shed light on some of these things. Okay, so this information is very expensive. Tangoti ndingozvitaurawo zvangu, ko pane pandichazvinyarara here ndichizviziva, kana kuti pandingazvinyarara ndi vamwe vanhu vasingazvizivi vandiri kufila kuti they have to know. But let me tell you, right, you may find that mathematics, it is studied kuti no, there are certain flashlight modes that we have. When we are saying flashlight modes in studying mathematics, we are saying you have to have three main modes that you have to use. The way yaunenge uchistata nayo mathematics. There is what we call focus mode, and there is what we call diffuse mode, and then sleep mode. Kureva kuti iwewe as an individual, there is a time which you have to focus upon a certain, it might be a certain formula or a certain principle or a certain concept that you want to focus and understand, which means you are looking deep and you are trying to reason out deeply on that concept, right? So that is what we are trying to say, focus. But you cannot always focus. That is it. You cannot always focus. There is that another mode again, in which you have to, what we are saying, diffuse mode. Diffuse mode is when you now, instead of you kuti unge uchifocus saizvozvo wakaconcentrate, you can go at a certain relaxed position yekuti uri kutora zvinhu in an overall, like those in English they can say bird's eye view. Uri kuona zvinhu in a broader sense, uri kuona maths yako, uri kuona question yako in a broader sense. Hausi kufocusa kuita sekuti uri kuda kunzwisisa kuti what is going on and what is the, but you are just taking it in a relaxed mode, in a diffuse mode, yekuti hausi kunyanya kuda kuita deep. You see, the moment when you do that, you realize there are certain revelations that may come. There are certain ways of solving that problem that will come. There are certain better ways of doing it that will come, you see. And also we are saying a sleep mode. You see, sleep mode, we are saying your mind has to relax. And the time yaninge waka relax our body yako yese, you see, your mind will be organizing some of the things. That's why uchiona kuti sometimes kune vanonyatsonzwisisa zvemezi izvi kana kuti zvekufocusa nekudhafisa kana kudii, you find there is a time yekuti unogona kustruggle the whole day with one question, kuti wototadza kuigona, wototadza kuziva kuti yanga ichida kuita sei. Then when you sleep in the morning, your answer will be very easy. Unongosvika uchitoona so why I was struggling all this time. So this is now what you call sleep mode. Do inenge yakubatsira, because when you sleep, your mind dzako dzotanga kuorganize zvimwe zvinhu zvanga zvisina kurongeka, and then inogona kutanga kutokusolvera problems emezi dzako, kutotanga kutokusolvera kuti mangwana usina utongomuka uchitongorova mezi yacho zvekuti ushiva kuti yesterday I was struggling to that extent, but today nangomuka ndichipa nangodai, then zvobva zvatoita. So those are some of the modes that are very important. I said focus mode, diffuse mode, and sleep mode. So you find that as a learner, you have to utilize and use these three modes. And you realize that your mathematical journey will be very easy because you understand what you are dealing with, right? So that is our first mode, that is a flashlight mode, and we said there are three, that is a focus, diffuse, and sleep mode. Right, we have now what we call visualization. When we are doing mathematics, you have to be someone who can imagine things, someone who can reason out things. You see, that one now is very, very important, and most of all the topics that we are dealing with, they are trying to teach you that type of exercise, that is the visualization, because you may find that most of the maths that we have maths which are presented using different forms. That is what I'm trying to say. You have to have a visualization. When you are given a situation, can you draw a sketch? Can you draw a sketch diagram? Can you draw a chart? can you present your information in another different form so that it can be more clear? So you can see, even as we've been learning sets, see, we have some of the information that we are given, and we are being told, can you please present that information in a Venn diagram, so that it can become clearer to you. So that is a visualization. So in most cases, as long as you are finding any mathematical problem, can you have another way of rewriting the statement? Can you have another way of presenting the information that you are given? Azvinabasa sometimes, especially in practice, azvinabasa kuti wanzi draw kana wanzi hausadraw, but kana uchipractice, it's good to even draw, even when you are not asked to draw, for the sake of looking at the thing. That's why even I believe now geometry, you see, it's all about trying to present information in another form, so that at least you can easily see the picture, what they are trying to say. And if now, after you have drawn your diagram, and if you now use those flashlight modes that we talked about, that is focus and diffuse. Now, if you diffuse your diagram, that is looking at like a bird's eye view, looking at the broader concept, and then you can see a lot of information that is coming in. You can see a lot of information that is coming in, right? And then you find your mathematical journey become more easier and enjoyable. So these are some of the important and key ways in which you can start mathematics. You find a lot of people gonna utaura a lot of things, but if you are not practicing these things, you find kuti tenge tichingotaura zvedu, but hapana, unenge uchingonobondera uchiya kuti ko vanodzigona sei. It's not like they are genius. It's not like they are gurus in that area. No, it's just that they are just following simple concepts like what we are doing. Maths is about problem solving, right? So that is some of the things that you have to know, right? The third one, in summary, I'm just trying to give you the summary. In summary, the third thing that you have to know is, in mathematics, you have to have what we call deep practice. Deep practice is different from focus mode, but deep practice now, we are looking at problem solving, right? Okay, when you are talking of deep practice, I'm saying we are looking at problem solving. You are solving a certain problem. So you may find that you have to understand that in mathematics you are supposed to make mistakes. So you find that that one now you cannot practice maths ukadzigona. Ndoma secrets actually you will never be able to pass maths kana uchifunga kuti unongofana kuita zvose zviri perfect. You have to make mistakes. You have to make mistakes. That means you have to practice. Kana wazvitadza, you see, the moment you are struggle try to solve the thing, then you have to evaluating the mistake, how deep that mistake was. Watadza kusvika papi. Ndopa panoitwa correction, especially in this subject limits. Ndopa noshanda nyaya dzekuti correction ipapa. You have to analyze now back kuti kondambora sika papi. Kondatadza sei, why I fail to understand this and that. Then trying again. Do inonzi deep practice. You have to fail after what utadza, then what onzi she evaluate your mistakes. Then after that, watching the try again until you understand. You see, that's why even I was telling people, you find in mathematics sometimes you can repeat a formula maybe 120 or a million times before you get in your examination, which is how much which practice. And it's all about what you know, and it's all about what you have perfected. I see zvimwe zvinhu zvakawanda zvinofungwa nevanhu, but ipapa pandopane nyaya deep practice pekuti iwewe you have to understand kuti kana watadza maths, it's it's not kuti uri kunzi uri dofo, it's not kuti uri kunzi haugoni, but that mistake must give you a good lesson for you to pass and understand that concept. That mistake, vanje vamwe vacho vanobva vati akaona zvaasingatonzwisisi haatombodi kuita deeply think about that, ari kungoda kungoti ngazvingova so flat. You just want to always be on a relaxed mode. You always want to be on a diffuse mode where you are just relaxing. You don't want focus mode. You don't want to think. You don't want to think beyond your capacity or beyond zvauri kungofila at that moment. Mwana ubva angotosiya question yacho. Ndoka vazhinji vacho ukatarisa kuti izvozvo that is the sign yekuratidza kuti hausi kunzwisisa zvatiri kutaura izvi. Zviya zvokuti unopuwa exercise then wongoansa kana one question then mamwe ese wosiya, and you don't want even to attempt, you don't want even to feel kuti umbofunga around those questions uri kutoti handiziye. There is no way in which we can give you everything that you might think kuti pamwe we can give you everything, you know. Zvimwe zvacho you just reason out given the information that we have. Manje kureason ikoko, a lot of people you don't want to go that far. You just want to say because vakandipa formula yekuti x plus x is equal to x, saka kana yazoitwa x bracket now handichaziva kuti vari kuti chii, vanofanira kundiudza zvakare. You see, of which if you practice and if you make mistakes by doing that exercise, then someone you will now come and occupy my answer sheets and then you are evaluating that mistake and you redo the question. Which one? The moment when you just follow that procedure, you become a maths guru. Vanotozoshamisa kuti wewe wakugona maths kudaro, kana kuti ungozobuda ne-A dzako zvako uchitongoziva kuti ma-A haasi enhamo. For example, on my side, I don't want to lie to you. It was my cheapest subject, my subjects angu essay, and I write because I realized that maths is not about